ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतर्मगः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दन पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगत्। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव नारायण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव। हे भगवान, हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। Let us chant from 13th verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Sarva Karmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi Navatvare Pure Dehi Naiva Kurvanna Karayan न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगम् स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापम् न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवत् ज्ञानम् प्रकाशयति तत्परम् तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तिम् ज्ञान निर्धूत चे कल्मषाः. Again, ज्ञान निर्धूत कल्मषाः. 13th verse to 26th verse is about the main topic of this chapter, which is abiding in the self. And this is the culmination of all sadhana. I told path of purification and many, path of elimination is only one. You can choose any Ishta Devata, you can choose mantra, you can choose any action and make your mind pure. Lot of options are there. Lot of options. But there is no option of abiding in the self other than knowledge. Jnanya pantha vidyate yanaya. Tameva viditva amritattameti. Jnanev eva kaivalyam. Yad jnatva mamuchyate. So scriptures are loaded and inundated with this statement that moksha can be only by knowledge. Moksha means ultimate peace, which is not at all disturbable peace, where you settle in yourself and there is no movement in your imaginary I. Today, when we see we are bound, so we are moving from situation to situation. Yesterday's situation was different, today is different. I am pushed. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Movement from one mind to another mind. Movement from one relative to another relative. Movement from one birth to another birth. Movement from one state of I to another state of I. So we are all kinds of movements are there. Movement of one from one problem to another problem. Movement from one joy to another joy. Bondage means living in uncontrolled living in uncontrolled movement. Living in uncontrolled movements. Once I went to Bombay. Why once I lived there in Mumbai for a few years. So I went, there's a local train there. If you have not travelled, you should travel. Local train. So I think I went from Andheri to Bandra, somewhere like that. In the local train. So I entered. So train stops for 1 minute, 2 minutes. You must have travelled 1 hour, local train. Who has travelled miles in local train? You have travelled? Achha. You have this. You have not travelled, local train. You have to travel to get what I am going to say. So as I entered near the gate, there was a big crowd behind that pushed me inside. I didn't have to move. It lifted me and pushed me. And the train went away. Hardly 2 minutes stop, 1-2 minutes. It's a lifeline of Bombay, local trains. Big crowd is there. Now when the Bandra station was to come, so they say, I did not know that, I was very inexperienced, that when a station is coming, you please stand in front of the gate. You know this station is there. You have not travelled. Once again there. I could not manage. So by the station came the different crowd, pushed me aside and went there. And the train left. I couldn't stop on that station. I started in some other station, Martunga and all these stations. Then I took another train to come back. And the person, and no, my mobile phone was not there. So person was there, he was searching, where is Brahmachari gone? He said he has left, but he is no more here. He was waiting anxiously. Then I went, took another train coming from that side. Atunga is there after that. Then I came back. Then I understood that you are carried away here. You have to be careful about that. Where you stop. So you have to go near the door, and then the door will open. Don't think I will come down because train will stop for half an hour slowly. आराम से निकलेंगे. ऐसा नहीं होगा. As similarly, we are pushed from situation to situation. I have a feeling of being pushed actually. As if something is pushing me to work, something is pushing me to sleep, something is pushing me to be angry. Some other, I'm under a lot of forces from all sides. I'm not feeling well today. I'm feeling very well today. I'm feeling very happy today. I don't know about next moment. So this lot of you are acting alone, lot of pressure of situation, pressure of family, pressure of your own habit, pressure of your own vasanas, pressure of your work, pressure of rebirth. So this is called bondage, where you are under lot of pressures. You don't feel I need not act, I am not moving. Feeling of non-movement anywhere is moksha. Feeling of illumined, infinite non-movement in the self is moksha. That is called settled. The very word settled means something is not moving. Water has settled now. Some problem was there. So I asked, he said, okay, the dust has settled. Sometimes some problem came somewhere, so I called one Swamiji. We heard there was some problem. So first thing, well, the dust has settled. Settled word is a very good word. And you will never be able to settle anywhere in this world. You can't settle in your body because body itself is a product of imagination. You cannot settle in any imagination. You cannot settle in the theater watching a picture movie. You can't settle in any scene of the film. You may like the film, you may like a scene, but you can't settle there. You have to get up. Another film will come. Another scene will come. You may like that, but that person will come, he said, get up. We have to close the theater. You'll be crying there sitting. Because I like the scene, I am totally in love with that movie or hero, but you have to get up, another hero is coming. So you can settle because everything where you are trying to settle itself is unsettled. You are trying to settle in unsettled. That is called bandhan. Bandhan is not a physical bandhan. Bandhan is the feeling of being pushed, something is forcing me to work, something is forcing me to enjoy, something is forcing me to sleep, something forcing me to get up. I feel some force is there. I am not apart from everything. That I don't have to do any work, I don't have to enjoy. I am the feeling, the experience of infinite, settled illumination, movementlessness in I is called moksha. Infinite illumination, settlement in infinite illumination of me, that is moksha. Not phoenix settlement, the other settlement. That is called settlement. There are many settlement. Shacks are called settlement. That is also called settlement. Informal settlement. Informal means it can be taken out. or it has come in time. It has come in time. That is called informal settlement. Quite a number is there. वो मोक्ष है, आप किसी प्रेशर में नहीं है. You don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to work anywhere, you don't have to talk to anybody. Don't have to enjoy, you don't have to suffer. You don't feel I am moving. Tomorrow we are in the day. We don't feel, you see, I am in time. This is called bandhan. I don't feel I am in time. I feel that time is coming and going. Tomorrow another day will come in me. This is moksha. But you say, I will go through another day. I will go through another day. This is bandhan. I have gone through a lot. You don't know what I am going through. You are in a state of movement. I'm not going through anything. Things are going in me, going through in me. I am not going through in the world. Things are going through in me. I am not going in the world. I am not going through situations. Situations are shadows in my infinite nature. Shadow goes through the light. Light doesn't go through the shadow. Shadow goes to the light. I am not shadow that I am going through the light. I am a light in which the shadow of situation are coming and going. I am not the one who has become a shadow. I have to go through another day. Generally our experience is tomorrow I have to go through another day. I have to go to office. I have to go to another work. No, I don't have to go through any day. Day goes in me. Night goes in me. I am going to sleep. I am going through sleep. No, sleep will come in me. Sleep will come in me. I am not sleeping. I am not sleeping. Sleep will come in me and sleep will go in me. I am not sleeper. I am not waker. I never woke up because I never slept. This is called moksha. Like when you out of the dream, you say, dream came in me. But in the dream you feel I was troubled by the neighbor in the dream. Neighbor troubled me. A dog troubled me. Lion was chasing me. Lion was chasing you. You see, wrong dreams. How can lion chase? It must be dog who was chasing you. Lion doesn't chase. It bounces directly. And has his breakfast. Breakfast? Yes, because you are very thin. He will use as a starter only. Bony person. He took you, went in the river and dipped and ate. As in the soup, that stick is there, no? That you take in the bread stick. You see, you dip in the soup. So he used as a bread stick. You are so bony. Well, I fell down from the airport, my hand break. If you ran from the airplane, you will die, hand will not break. मोक्ष समझ लो आप क्या है. Moksha is not some kind of other event. Moksha is already there. I have to realize that there was never a time I was not mukt. This is another definition, definition of liberation. Realizing I was never bound. So moksha is not attained. Moksha is already there. Moksha is claimed. Moksha is there, we have to educate the mind to see it. It is an education of the mind. I am not focusing on the main thing. This is another way to put the point. I see, supposing I see, what is this? Well, this is a flower. I have to train it to see as a Panch Mahabhut. The Panch Mahabhut has been veiled by the flower. The Panch five element is veiled by the flower. Woman is veiled by the mother. Woman is veiled by the mother. And Panch Mahabhut is veiled by the woman. Well, what? You woke me up. I was very tired whole day, working. And the only place I can get rest, and you so loudly you say, I think we should soften the speakers. थक जाते दिन भर काम करते करते. I was thinking of putting 2 speakers there also. You can listen properly. You? Achha. Acoustics is okay now. Achha. Earlier it was in the back, they were not able to listen. Before this, back was different. So many people preferred. So the wife is hidden by a woman. Woman is hidden by, Panch Mahabhut is hidden by woman. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. Because when I am attending a shape and not the one which is the shape. Pot is hidden, mud is hidden by pot. Mud is hidden by pot. Yeah. Shape is hiding the substance. Substance is not somewhere else. It is there and then. But hiding is in my mind, it is hidden. And if I color it more, I say she is very good. Now she was very good. So you are superimposing lot of qualities on something which does not have a quality. So let me again go. The woman is hidden by a wife. चलो wife कर देते हैं या mother कर देते हैं, जो भी हो. And therefore in Panchdashi, 4th chapter, Dvait Prakaran, it is called Mansmay Yoshit and Manumay Yoshit. You have not heard 4th chapter. So Mansmay Yoshit and Manumay Yoshit. Panchadashikar says Vidyaranya Swami, he said one woman is made out of flesh, other woman is made out of mind. Very good chapter. You have to study Panchadashi. I have taken here till 10th chapter. No, I think Panchadashi we were listening also. Which chapter? 7th is there, a very important chapter. So he said that woman who is made out of flesh is veiled by the woman who is made out of mind. ध्यान देके सुनना. So the woman is hidden by wife. Wife is a mental thing. Wife is not a physical thing. Everybody will say she is a woman. Only you say she is the wife. When you see the woman, you say she is my wife. Please note, anything which you define and nobody else experiences is not true. But anything which you experience and nobody else experiences, that is not true. If I experience, everybody will say, okay, this is a flower. Everybody is the I accept. But you say she is my wife. Nobody experiences that she is my wife. Therefore, minus is not true because nobody experiences as you are experiencing. If something is true, it should be in yourself. This is Manomaya. You say she is my mother. Nobody else feels that she is my mother. Anything false is only experienced by you. Where you are attached, you feel he is very good. He has liked me. Where you hate, you only feel he is very bad. I don't like this person. Not everybody feels he is bad. So that is your personal opinion. So woman is veiled by wife, and five element, actually woman is not, she is nothing more than five element. Five element is veiled by the woman. और आगे बढ़े, you see the body which is made out of, primarily you see the Prithvi Tattva, or you see the solid bodies there. This is actually, it is only 70% of the body is water. So if burn the body, you will get only this much of ash if you burn it properly. Dehydrated body, dehydrated. This will be whole earth. One IIT professor told that whole earth, if you burn, it will become into peanut. This much will be the ashes. So much water is there. So what I see a person is only quite a water has taken a shape. Water has taken a shape. Therefore Apsara word has come. Apsara word has up in that, which has a lot of water element. And it's called Apsara. So if the body is dehydrated, so it will become slowly. Therefore a person, when he has vomiting or when he hydrates a lot, so slowly he will collapse. So he'll feel very weak. And he needs a drip. He needs glucose. Whole elements has been put again in the body. Which है नहीं इसमें. So body is nothing. So Prithvi element is veiling the water element. Water is appearing in such a form. Water is nothing than the fire. So it is only fire. Fire is nothing but the air. So it is air. Air is nothing but space. So this body is nothing but space. Space is nothing but mind. And mind is nothing but consciousness. So consciousness with lot of layers, existence portion is veiled. When I say woman exists, so existence is superimposed on woman in our mind. Actually speaking, it is a woman who is superimposed on existence. So on pure existence is veiled. This is called Ajnana. So it's not a new knowledge. You are revising and correcting your wrong knowledge. Moksha is not a new knowledge. Like a subject is there. I am learning piano. Piano I am learning. I don't know which button, or I am learning harmonium. You know harmonium, no? Harmonium. I don't know which is there. I have to see initially. If you don't know, you have to see press where. So that sound comes. Initially you don't know. So you see and then you don't know that there is some button to put also. You don't know. And then you have to do like that. It's because there is a bellow is there, then you have to like that. Later on when you know, then you can see others. So your attention is where? Your attention is where? So learning, it's not a new knowledge, this is what I am saying. Therefore, moksha, ajnana means you are perceiving it something. I will not go to the details. There are two schools of philosophy in Ajnana, just for the students of Vedanta. One say Ajnana is bhav-roop, other say Ajnana is abhav-roop. If you are not understanding, don't worry. Well, what did you say? One say that ignorance is of the nature of something is there. Others say ignorance is of the nature of absence. Shall I touch it or leave it? Little I'll touch. If you don't understand, relax, don't worry about it. Other topic will come today. Only what will happen if I know all these things? इतना सुन रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, होगा क्या इससे? So much Sanskrit I am studying, so much this, क्या क्या है, morning class, ये होगा क्या? मैंने what will happen to me? इतना सुन रहे हैं, इतना नोट्स बना रहे, क्या होगा, क्या मतलब what will happen to me? परेशान हो जाते हैं थोड़ा, इसलिए कह रहे हैं. Don't get troubled, because your problem is ignorance. Therefore, we have to, intellectual ignorance will go by intellectual knowledge. And therefore, so much of effort is there in listening, because wrong concepts are there. So it will release you from giving wrong attention. ठीक है? Let me come back to the topic. अज्ञान, if it is of the nature of, जिसको खूब ठोक के बैठाया जाता है. You have to really push this in our mind so that you become a very deep student. Therefore, we have to work very hard. It has, because deeply attachment is ingrained, ego is ingrained. I am bound, I am suffering, I have done a lot, I cannot take it anymore. You live at very wrong levels, and therefore these scriptures are after that, wrong notions. Okay, then please continue. So what I said, by 20 notion will go? No. If ignorance was of the nature of something present, anything present, anything object, cannot go by knowledge. Because ignorance goes by knowledge, therefore it cannot be bhavarup. Understood? No? If something is there, something is there. I was in an old room and I heard one voice like that. In room number 1. And nobody was in the ashram. Alone I was there. Nobody, Patrick was also not. Nobody. It was around 1 o'clock. These sound come only at 1, 2 o'clock. So, again, and really it was quite a strong sound. Again, I said, what to do? Shall I open the door? I said, who is there? No sound. Nobody was there. Then again, this sound 3 times it came. अब क्या करें? Again I said, who is there? Nobody. I said, let me open and find out. You won't have opened? Huh? Achha. You should not open under these conditions. Sure? Achha. So, but 3-4 times when it happened, then I opened the light, still was knock was going on. Ultimately, I take Lord's name, taking Lord's name, I opened. Nobody was there. But thought was there that some thief is there or some bhoot pret is there. Who was living earlier? Any soul is there who is no more. He is coming here. What is the matter here? I mean, these thoughts come at that time. Then once or twice you avoid, you think, I think it is my mental projection. But 3-4 times you can't say, no, I didn't hear. प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण है ना, तो प्रमाण तो बहुत strong है. You are clearly hearing it. You cannot say I didn't hear at all. So in my mind was either thief is there or there is something else. So when I saw, there was one bell or one thing hanging on the door there. And some wind was coming from that bathroom side. And it was open. So that was making a noise, thak, thak, thak. Understood, no? The old washroom, and the wind was coming like that, and the door was open. So, moment one breeze was coming, it was making a noise like that. So, my fear or my apprehension all went away. Not by doing, just by knowing. If something is because of ignorance, it goes because of, I didn't have to remove anything. Everything was as it is. I had to just know it. So agyan is abhav roop, and therefore it goes by knowledge. Supposing you are there, I know Mr. Sharma is there. You won't go just because I knew it. So if agyan, this was Madhusudan Saraswati's point. If agyan was bhav roop, it won't go by knowledge. Just a side information for you there. So agyan is not of the nature of bhav. Because you don't know, therefore there is some more consequences. You do something. Because I don't know, and therefore I do something. I don't know that I am of the nature of joy, therefore now I am doing something. Now from agyan comes Brahm. This is what says Bhamatikar. Vivrankar says agyan itself is Brahm. Well, what is Bhamati, Vivran? Don't worry. Just because some of our Vedanta students are listening, therefore I just use these terms. Vivran and Bhamati. So Bhamatikar says agyan's effect is called Brahm. Effect of non-apprehension is misapprehension. And Vivrankar says that agyan itself is Brahm. Bhamatikar says that we have to purify the mind, have jigyasa, have jnana. Vivrankar says just by after karma you can have a state of jnana without jigyasa. Just as an information. Well, what shall I believe? Both are good. You have to just shift your attention. Don't. In any way, there is ignorance, both agree. How it comes, that is the procedure of that expression may be different. But all agree there is ignorance, and we also agree there is ignorance. As I told, if you are sad on any issue in the past, you will always think, I didn't know that this will happen. I didn't know was a common point of your sorrow. Think of any sadness. Think of any anger what you had in your life. Think of anything which bothered you and troubled you. Anybody, anything, anybody, or any issue. Ultimately you will say, I didn't know at that time how to deal. I didn't know that this will be the result of this. Or I don't know how to handle my mind. I didn't understood this point very well. Sochna jara sahab. Well, this person troubled me. No, he troubled you later on. First you became close, then he troubled you. That's close, that's true. Nobody can trouble you unless you become very close. So, but why I became close then? I didn't know that this person is like that. You didn't know. And I also didn't know that I was also like that. Both ways problem was there. I was also not a good person, I realized. He troubled me because I was also little difficult. I also said something. I provoked him. Therefore he troubled me. I didn't know that I will also become like that. You didn't know? Didn't know? Sochna jara sahab. Any problem you think in your life. Well, I lost my job, they were all troubled. No, you were not troubled because you lost the job. Because you had a lot of expectation that I will be in this job for a long time. I have done a lot and they will appreciate me. They will not leave me. They will not retrench me. You had expectation. I didn't know that my work will not be appreciated that much. This is the cause of your trouble. You worked with a lot of enjoyment and expectation. You felt that I have done a lot for this office and people will appreciate. I didn't know that work is not appreciated all the time here. If I am doing for you, I don't know that you will not appreciate me. Maybe sometime else somebody will appreciate. But World is not the one that responds immediately to your goodness. I didn't know this point, therefore I was sad. If I was ready that my job can go, I won't be sad. I know that I can be retrenched. I know this person will leave me. Only he died, therefore I am in trouble. No, it is not that he passed away, therefore you are in trouble. Because you are putting a hope that he will never leave me, we will live together and we are together. It was a wrong expectation of his existence with you together. That is what is troubling you. You had ignorance. Behind any problem, I tell you, any sorrow, you will see ignorance is there. Think of that point. Not that you have money, you don't have money, therefore you are in trouble. No, because you have a hope that money gives a lot of joy. You have ignorance that money alone can give me joy. Because you have ignorance that without the luxuries you can still be happy. This ignorance is troubling you. That why I don't have a car. I am still living in the old car I purchased in 1920. And I want a Mercedes. Mercedes is more than 500,000. ठीक है ना? More than 500,000. Even the lower class of Mercedes. Maybe expensive is more expensive. See, I have no idea of cars, of clothes. But I just hear here and there. And I'm telling that point. Not because car, because you don't know. Because you don't know that there is a joy without car also. I have no car in my life. I never purchased car. But I am happy. I have no money. I have no bank account. I have no relatives. Any time I can live by God's grace. See, when I live, I am so happy. When I come also, I am happy. When I leave you, then also I am happy. And if you leave me, then I also fine. है ना? Asmita is leaving now. Not leaving or leaving? Not leaving. Okay. No, I'm not knowing, not. She is going deep in the ocean. Instead of going deep here, she should go deep here. This is also an ocean. This is Paramanand Sagar. कहाँ जा रही हो भाई? I hope you understood this point of ignorance. Whether it is a relational problem, whether it is a health problem. Health is not an issue. My health is not good, is not troubling me. I hope it should be fine. I wish my health should be fine. I don't know that health is not under control beyond a point. Because you don't know this point, therefore you are unhappy. Pain is not equal to unhappiness. I told 100 times. Pain is not equal to unhappiness. When in the childhood we had fever sometime. And I used to, and our mama used to come and see me. Because the moment he heard I am not well, बोले हाँ इतना मजा आ जाता था उनको देख के. I mean, all the pain went away. He brought some sweets, etc. बोले ठीक, दर्द है क्या कहीं? बोले बहुत दर्द है. Pain is, fever is there, very high. So he used to touch. He said, नहीं बहुत हाई तो नहीं लग रहा है. हमें कहते हैं हाई है, अभी आपको नहीं लग रहा है, हाई काफी हाई फीवर है. बोले ले आओ भाई थर्मामीटर ले आओ. उतर गया फीवर. It became 99.9 degree Fahrenheit. I mean, not Celsius. Here Celsius goes. बोले फीवर तो नहीं है. नहीं है फीवर बहुत है, बहुत कमजोरी है. Even if fever was high, chicken pox was there in the childhood, everybody has. So the pain went away seeing whom you loved. I'm telling you. Even the fever was 103 degree or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. How much will be? 104 Fahrenheit? 38? 38 degrees Celsius. Even fever was high. And even a lot of problems were there. And somebody who came, our Mama ji came, or our friend came, who loved me a lot. अरे भूल जाता था सब. बोलो बैठते हम बैठते हैं आपके लिए. ओके, आई एम सिटिंग हियर. बोले हाँ बैठते हैं चलो. बहुत दर्द हो रहा, हाँ बैठते हैं, बैठे. So the sorrow was not in the body. Sorrow was why this is happening to me again. Sorrow is how long I'll continue. I mean, sorrow is a expectation that this should not happen. You don't know that this is not under your control. Therefore, sorrow is there. Sorrow is not because of this. Understand this fine line between. Only he did not behave with me properly. Sorrow is not because of his non-good behavior. Sorrow is because you think he should have behaved. Because of the ignorance that his mind is not under his control. He cannot understand you. This is the ignorance on your part which is making you suffer. Any problem, any sorrow is because of ignorance, sir. You think over it. And all ignorances are because of one ignorance. And that ignorance is about your own nature. That I am not subject to change. I told you no. I say this is flower, this is book, this is table. There is nothing called this is sorrow. And you never say, you can say thought of calm is coming, thought of anger is coming, thought of sadness, thought of frustration is coming. But when you say thought of sorrow is not there, it is I who is sorrow. The moment you say thought of sorrow is there, then you will not be sorrow. Then sorrow will fizzle out. The moment you thoughtify it, it won't have any strength. ये बोले कि मन में दुख है, हाँ दुख है, मेरा मन नहीं है, किसी का मन है, किसी के मन में दुख है. Moment बोले in my mind thought is there, then you will be in trouble. Then you are putting yourself into soup now. वो अज्ञान है कि हम sorrow हो ही नहीं सकता. In me sorrow is not possible because I am not of the nature which can mix with anything. This is the whole thing you heard in first and second chapter of Kenu Upanishad. Oh. Well, the third chapter has come. I think it will be, hopes are there, it will be completed. Some people are having glimmer of hope now. So, jnanena tu tat jnanam येषाम ना. देखो आप पकड़ लो इन सब बात को, ये सब बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. आई एम ट्राइंग टू सिंपल, आई एम नॉट रशिंग देयरफॉर. आई वांट टू मेक गीता वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, वेरी एप्लीकेबल, very close to yourself. Therefore, I am reveling, I am trying to dwell upon these verses. You don't feel it's an academic study. It's not some philosophical study. Gita is not a philosophy. Because philosophy is propounded by somebody. Gita is just about yourself. Knowledge about yourself is not a philosophy. Philosophy is one school of thought about the other school, one more school of thought is there. Gita is not one school of philosophy. When you say school of philosophy, you feel many schools of philosophy is there. Among that, this is also there. And he is propounding his own school of philosophy. जैसे अपनी दुकान चलाते हैं ना, his shop, तो इनकी भी एक शॉप है. एक अद्वैत की शॉप है, एक द्वैत की शॉप है, एक विशिष्टाद्वैत की शॉप है. You go in the shop, बोले आई प्लीज कम हमारे अंदर यहाँ अंदर आ जाइए. ये शॉप नहीं है कोई. Gita is an illumination about your own self, which cannot be refuted. Like you cannot refute I am existing, therefore you cannot refute Gita. It is a knowledge about your own self, which was timeless. Philosophy starts, and philosophy is something about which can be refuted. It is non-refutable. Like you cannot refute self. You are not a philosophy. You are not, yourself is not a philosophy. ठीक है. ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम. And why I have suffered from ignorance? Because of one factor. Why? Because you know that I am the one who is not subject to change. who is not subject, who is never unsettled, who was never unsettled, who never went anywhere, who never came from anywhere. देहि नित्यो अवध्योयम देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि बोलो न तुम शोचितुम अर्हसि। कितने बार भगवान बता रहे इस बात को। अव्यक्तोयम अचिंत्योयम अविकार्योयम उच्यते। बोले भाई अर्जुन डियर, यू आर अव्यक्त, यू आर नॉट एन ऑब्जेक्ट, यू कैनॉट बी थॉट अबाउट। Avikaryoyam, you cannot be having any modification. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. Huh? Huh? तस्मादेवम विदित्वैनम नानुशोचितो। अरे जोर से बोल दो भाई, ऐसी क्या बात, ऐसी क्या शर्म की बात है। अच्छेद्योयम अध्यायोयम, कौशिक इज क्वाइट, अच्छेद्योयम अध्यायोयम अक्लेद्योयम उच्यते। हाँ बोलो नेक्स्ट सेकंड लाइन। हाँ नित्य सर्गतम स्माणु अचलोयम सनातना। ईच वर्ड कैन टेक यू टू मेडिटेशन फॉर्म में। नहीं, I remember, I just forget. Never, please either have a think what God's point of view or things from Gita's point of view. Don't think from your individual colored point of view. This habit of thinking is very bad. I don't like you. But who does not like whom? Does Gita says that Atma does not like? Or devotee says I don't like? तुम अपनी दुनिया क्यों चला रहे हो? ये ज्ञानेन तु तद अज्ञानम नाशितम. This ignorance is destroyed by knowledge. And this knowledge shines. Which knowledge? That I am not changing. I am not moving. I am not acting. I am not a body with a soul in it. And I am not living in the world. I am a soul with the incidental appearance of body in it. I am not the shadow in which light comes and goes. I am the light in which shadows are coming and going. I never woke up. Waking came in me and went away. I did not wake up. It's not a wake-up call. It is a wake-up call for all of us. Now, tad buddhyas tadatmana is very beautiful shlok. This tells about the whole sadhana. Which shlok? 17th verse. Tad buddhyas tadatmana tannishthas tat parayanaha gacchant punaravrittim Gyan Nirdhut Kalmash. How many of you know second chapter by heart? Or at least we have taught you. I think you had second chapter by burden. Anybody else? You also have by heart second chapter. You can brush up slightly. You इनका भी हो गया. So I think if you can brush up, तुम्हारा भी हो गया, इनका, उनका भी हो गया, कमाल है. So you just brush up. So tomorrow evening, night. So I will hear from you during breakfast time. You? Huh? Little bit, okay. So, अरे वो भी तो बैठी है मेन. Is this work by hearted? So please love this. When you chant some verses repeatedly, you start loving it also. This is one effect. And when you love someone, you want to know more about that. So shlok is not a dead word, it's a live devata. It is a ang of Ma Gita. So if you love the ang, you start loving the angi. Nobody loves every shlok, understand. Few shlok you love and that change your life. Okay? So tad buddhyas tad atmana tan nishthas tad parayana. I will give a brief outline and we will see it tomorrow. Time is not over. I already said. Some are very happy. I am saying tad buddhyas tad atmana tan nishtha tad parayana. So, first word which I will be taking for convenience is tad parayana. Second word will be tad buddhaya. Third would be tad atmana and fourth will be tad nishtha. This is for all understanding. Don't change it. So what do you mean by tat parayana? Ayan means destination. Ayan means destination. Ayan, our house, like Ramayana, Parayan. Ramas Ayanam, iti Ramayanam. House of Ram is called Ramayana. And tell me whether other meaning of Ayan is way, like Uttarayan, Dakshinayan, Parayanam. Ultimate house. Parayan means absolute Parayan. Means what is the highest priority. So first thing in life is you have to change your priority. And how priority changes? Have you guessed how priority changes? How priority changes? One day your house was a priority. One day your job was a priority. One day your school, college was a priority. Your university was a college was a priority. Getting marks was a priority. But today ashram has become priority. Gita classes have become priority. What changes your priority? Have you thought? Before marriage, somebody else's priority. After, somebody else is a priority. Priority means something for which you leave something different. You are able to leave and focus on something that is called my priority. I can leave my father and think about my husband. I can leave my bua and think about my husband after marriage. Why? Buaji was very good, but my husband is coming today. He was gone outside, he had gone to Bangkok, and now he is coming after 1 day, or 1 week. And although there is somebody has come in the neighbor, they've invited for lunch, but that time only my husband is coming, so I think he is my priority right now. And later on I'll go if possible, otherwise I'll skip it. I'll say sorry. Why? Why it became priority? Anything which gives you fulfillment, that becomes your priority. More fulfillment. You came in the ashram not because I am there, not because satsang is there, not because room is good, not because food is good, not because climate is good, because where you lived, your satisfaction there and here, you feel I get more fulfilled and satisfied here rather than there. In my school, my college, my house, my job, my profession. This wife felt if I go there when my husband is already landing at 12:30. 12:30 his flight is landing, he'll be here my house by 1:15. And exactly at 12 o'clock they have put haldi and they have put some marriage and all these things. If I go there, I think I won't enjoy because I'll miss this. I think I can't. My mind will be here. So I'll say sorry. Or I'll come later on, after evening I'll come. But that time I cannot miss. Although my husband, I asked him, he said, no, you can go. He's very sweet actually. So he didn't stop me. He doesn't feel bad. He is not a moody kind of person. He doesn't feel very bad about if I go, or he never has any complaints. That is what made me very emotional about him. He has never complained, never scolded, never shown his moods. But for me, he is everything. So I cannot leave one God and go somewhere. So he's like God. Yes, for me, of course, he's my God. I cannot just leave mine. But hello, but before marriage, you were not good like that. Your priorities were different. Because my joy was not getting that joy. I'm getting more fulfillment here. What I was getting there. Mind is very tricky. Mind doesn't, you can't force a priority on somebody. Mind compares. Like supposing you hear two musicians on the same day. Two places, morning you went to hear somebody else, evening somebody else. Huh? However you may say, सब एक ही हैं साहब, सब अच्छे हैं. लेकिन intellect will give them marks. I think the morning one was very good. This evening one is boring. Or he is not that good. बातें मत जितना भी बोल लो. You hear two speakers. जो भी subject, whether teacher, whether spiritual or anything, you hear, and when you hear from two people, your intellect is subtle enough. I think that teacher, that is much more better. बाहर से भी इतना बोल लोगे ना, सब अच्छे हैं, सभी की सब भगवान है, सबकी हम पूजा करते हैं, सबको प्रणाम करते हैं, सबको हम बुलाते हैं, जितना बोल लो आप, लेकिन दिल को आप छोटा नहीं बना सकते. यू कांट मेक योर इंटेलेक्ट, यू कांट चीट इट. सच है, ये पेपर वेटी है, ये पेपर वेटी है. हमें कहीं पे आई गेट मोर फुलफिलमेंट. नो, विद दैट स्पीकर, मे बी दैट स्पीकर अदर्स में गेट फुलफिलमेंट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग, बट माई फुलफिलमेंट वॉज विद दिस टीचर, विद दिस स्पीकर. द फुलफिलमेंट दैट आई गेट इन दिस, आई डोंट गेट देयर, frankly speaking. Or I read this book, I get more closer to what he is saying. I feel more convinced when I read this person. His is okay. सच बात है, वो सच बात है. I hope you are understanding. Your priority changes when your fulfillment changes. And you can't force it. Others may praise, others may do anything, but you know better that this is where I get more rest. I rest in my soul. I got my soul back. I got my Atma back. I get myself back as if I get so fulfilled. That becomes your priority. So tat parayanaha means param ainam yasya. This is all bahubri. ठीक है ना? नहीं ठीक, रॉन्ग कह रहे हैं. अब if you go there, hello Asmita, you go there and you will compare your mind here and there. Then you will understand that. Then you will realize that there's no, हमें तो यहाँ, I think I'm missing that. That quietness in the ashram, that serenity in the satsang, or the Ramayana, listening of the chanting of the Ramayana Chopais, or Brahma Arpadam, or listening to Lord's Aarti. एक अलग sublime environment is there. When you decide, nobody else will decide. You only know it. Tat parayana. You don't become committed in one day. It takes time. Whether it is with a person, supposing husband is not good, still the wife will go to the back to the home because he's not. I don't get fulfillment there. Then husband will not be a priority. Tat parayana. Tasmin eva parayana. Bhashkar will write tat parayana. Tad eva paramayanam paragati yesham bhavati te tat parayana. I heard about the self, I heard about God, and I feel, no, I think my priority should be like that. At the cost of this, I can't. So, I want a spiritual success more than material success. No. I want success in meditation. Oh. You don't want to be a rich man. You wanted to be a millionaire and billionaire earlier. You wanted to earn a company, a Toyota car, or now seeing all cars like only a toy. From Toyota you have gone to toy now. Very fond of driving, no? Yes, but I want to drive my mind. Oh. Sure. I want to master my mind. I want to sleep on time, get up on time as I want. Oh. I want to reduce my sleeping hour. Oh. Sure. Sure. You don't try. You are trying and you are feeling. Don't try this. Huh? You sleep well because I am the one who get. It is a long-term thing. Conquering sleep means many years, 30, 40 years. A lot of upasana, a lot of meditation. Then you can conquer sleep. Well, I want to conquer. I want to sleep only for 2 hours, 3 hours. Oh, and you need 8 hours of meditation. Every day, for once. No, every day. And deep meditation. Achha. I want to conquer my calm, growth, my moods. Even if anything is there, I want to conquer my fear. That is your priority now. Yes, that is my priority. Tat parayana. I hope you are understanding these points. So my priority, although I have not experienced the self, but I have little glimpse of it. You don't know the teacher very well when you initially come to the teacher. But you interact few times and you have a glimpse of his life. I didn't know Gurudev immediately very well. I had a glimpse of his words, glimpse of his smile, glimpse of his... That made you very committed somewhere. The depth of your fulfillment and satisfaction will decide the shift in your priorities. Atma is my priority. Sadhana is my priority. Puja is my priority. Meditation is my priority. Satsang is my priority. For that, I can do anything. I can travel around, I can walk around, I can do anything for that. I can compromise on my eating, not on my meditation. I can compromise on my clothes, but not on my puja, not on my jap, not on my classes. That becomes your priority. Next word is Tat Buddhaya. We will see it tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Nam. Hari Om. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. 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 Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda. हे नाथ नारायण